Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another video of Ed's Moto Mindset. And this is a very special one, because as you might see, this is not my previous bike. And this is a story how I end up with a Honda VFR 800 Fi from 1998. And to really understand why I'm riding a VFR 800 now is, let's start with the beginning. At the beginning of this year, my Honda VFR 750 stopped working, and I am, as we know, at this point in time, the VFR is getting fixed, and I will make a whole video about everything that went wrong and everything I tried and everything we did to get the bike running again. But at the beginning of January, it started running. It stopped running. So that was the first problem. And then somehow the universe decided to give me a new bike. So because my own bike was broken, I had a lot of WhatsApp contact with my main mechanic and a lot of friends from the community. And I think it was Monday when my main mechanic WhatsApped me. This new bike came in, its paint is bad, but it's basically the same bike as you have now, only with injection, no carburation, because we thought the problem might be the carburetor. Are you interested? The price was very good, the bike was very good, only the paint was very pinky, which you could see in the beginning of the video. And the day after I visited him and I said, well, I just love my own bike, I don't want this bike. So that was that. He was going to sell it anyway to someone else. And then the day after, me and my colleagues go karting, just for fun. Once in a while we go karting with my colleagues. And after karting, one of my colleagues, Giel, he said, well, I would like to ride again. He had owned a bike, a Honda Hornet, if I'm not wrong, and he said, well, I would really like to ride again. And then I said, well, if you like riding, I know a bike. it's near my place. Are you interested? And I sent him a picture and I sent him a video, and he said, well, this should have been the way to go. Buy him for me. And that was the point. I WhatsApped my mechanic. You remember the bike I watched yesterday? I sold it for you. So of course he was very surprised, and I really asked my colleague, are you really sure you want this bike? He said, well, if you say it's a good bike, it's not expensive, and I don't care about the paint. If the bike's running good, you can buy it for me. So day after I went there, I did a test drive. It drives like a VFR. It rides like a VFR. It rides amazing. And that's why I bought this bike. And why did I bought this bike and not my colleague himself? Is because my colleague lives very far away. So he said, well, you can pick up the bike, ride this bike until your own bike is fixed again, and so you have something to ride on. And I'm really thankful for that, because I was completely losing my mind, not riding for 2 months. So and then I had two bikes. And my mechanic was very surprised, very happy that I sold the bike for him. And he said, well, to thank you for this, you can give me your bike, and if I have some spare time, I will fix your bike for free. Well, at least if it's not crazy expensive to fix. If I have some free time, I will check it out for you, which I'm very thankful for. And everything what went wrong with my own VFR. I will make an whole different video about it, but before I know the answer, I can't make the video. So at this time of recording, I don't know what's wrong with the bike. Well, at least I have some theories, but I don't know exactly what's wrong, so I'll have to wait until it's running again. So that is how I got this bike, and I use this bike until my own bike is fixed again. Thank you, Giel, again. I will thank you a few times more in this video probably. So how does it drive? Well, it's a VFR. It rides amazing. This particular bike has one really, have one problem, and that is the front suspension. It's a little bit leaky, well, not leaky, maybe a little bit sweaty, and for longer rides it might get out some oil onto your brakes, which is dangerous. So we will rebuild the front suspension before it goes to my colleague Giel. But for the rest, this bike is from 1998, so it's like 4 years newer than my bike, but still very old, and it runs so smooth. It runs so great. I can't tell you. The shifting is smooth. The braking is very strong. The balance is good, even though it's a little sweaty on the suspension. Some buttons, for example the directional buttons, I'm not sure what's named in English, but are a little tough to operate, but nothing that WD-40 can't fix here. For the rest, I think there's a screw loose or something. When you drive a little faster, the front plastic is a little bit more shaky than I'm used to. Maybe it's just a bike, or there's something loose, or I will check it before it goes to Giel. And to finish the video up, let's add a little pull. Nothing too crazy, it's not my bike, but let's see what this puppy can do. And I'm going way over speed limits. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and as always I will enter a clip of my video of my dog, and you will love it and you will all subscribe. Later!